Hi, I'm Professor Lux. Let's review the difference between summary and analysis. In high school, much of the writing I did focused on summary. We always wrote book reports. For this class, all the essays are focused on analysis. A summary tells the reader what happens, who is involved, where this takes place, and so on, but an analysis explains something about a work, draws comparisons, examines the characters, settings, actions, or consequences. In Comp 1, you learned that a thesis must be debatable. Keep this in mind when you're responding to writing prompts for this course. A summary isn't debatable because it tells what happens. An analysis is based on your interpretation of a work that you will prove correct with evidence from the text. You should also keep in mind that your reader is familiar with the work. They know what happens. They want to know what you think about something specific. For example, imagine a friend asks you this: is The Breakfast Club appropriate for a 13-year-old slumber party? What topics might be too controversial for that age? You answer, 5 high school students from different walks of life are brought together for Saturday detention. Over the course of the day, they share their stories and become friends. Well, that doesn't even answer the question. Let's take a look at that question again. Your friend wants to know 2 specific things. Is The Breakfast Club appropriate for a 13-year-old slumber party? And what topics might be too controversial for that age? Basically, is it appropriate? Why or why not? An analysis might answer with, The Breakfast Club is not appropriate for a 13-year-old slumber party because it touches on controversial topics such as sex and drugs. Or, The Breakfast Club is appropriate for a 13-year-old slumber party because it examines topics related to cliques, bullying, and abuse. Either of these would actually work as a thesis statement. Remember, your friend knows what happens in The Breakfast Club just like your professor already knows what happens in the works you are reading for this course. The prompts are asking you to examine and explain something very specific about what happens, where it happens, the characters involved, etc. The answer is your opinion, which you will support with evidence from the text. If you say, in one scene, the characters sit in the library and smoke weed, it might seem obvious to you that this means the film is not appropriate for 13-year-olds. However, you didn't directly say that. Without a connection to your analysis, you are simply retelling. Your friend knows this happens in the movie. You must explain what this means. In one scene, the characters sit in the library and smoke weed. Because of this drug reference, the film is not appropriate for 13-year-olds. You should refer often to the prompt and make sure you're responding to what it asks. Any details you include from the text must be clearly, directly, and immediately connected to your main idea. Remember, a summary tells the reader what happens, who is involved, where this takes place, etc. But an analysis explains something about a work, draws comparisons, examines the characters, settings, actions, or consequences. Remember, too, that your reader knows what happens. They want you to address the questions in the prompt. If you ever have any questions while you're drafting your thesis statements, don't be afraid to email your instructor for feedback. We're here to help you. Hope you have a great semester. Bye.